Monmouthshire Housing Association transferred from the local authority in 2008, and shortly after that we started some work on financial inclusion and looking at how we can support our tenants. In about 2010 we developed our anti-poverty approach, both in the short term and the long term. The Work and Skills Wise project started in about 2010, and that's just gone from strength to strength, and over the years we've looked at external funding. It's been successful in a number of projects and helping our tenants move towards the labour market.
We were commissioned to work with 12 participants on this project, and they all had various barriers into work. So from work-limiting health conditions to economically inactive, all over the age of 25, and the project was to support them to overcome those barriers and get into employment.
A key element of the project was actually sourcing paid employment placements. This we done by looking at the participants, looking at what their aspirations were, what their skills were. We also looked then to find understanding employers, host employers, that we could explain what the project was about, and then hopefully they would be willing to take a participant under the rules of the project.
We gain referrals from a variety of providers. We've got referrals from Job Centre Plus staff, we have referrals from self-referrals coming into the project, and from our partners.
3 and a bit years ago I fell off a roof and broke a heel, made a mess of myself, and my sort of building industry career I believed was failed. I didn't think I'd ever work again.
Looking after my 4 kids on my own, which I've been for 17 years. I was working. I gave that up then when I had my oldest 2, they're twins. So I've been bringing them up, doing courses, but I just didn't feel like I had the confidence to push. I wanted to go back into work.
I was a single mum with a young child on my own. The biggest problem with getting employment was not being available for weekends. Because of having a young child, weekends are just, that's not really practical. So that was a real, only being able to work in the week, only being able to, and trying to juggle it so that the hours fitted.
There's huge benefits to volunteering, from building up experience, building up confidence, and also gaining references. So at MHA we've opened up the whole of the organisation to bringing in volunteers. We get a lot of support from staff. There's a lot of support when it comes to building up that experience, from people that might not have so much confidence to leaving us with, a great amount of confidence to go back with. So to begin the project, they were provided with an intensive job-seeking skills programme delivered by our in-house Work and Skills Wise service. Along with that, they had support intensively with CV writing, navigating the job market, confidence building, and interview techniques.
I was always aiming to go back self-employed. That's what I've done all my life. I don't mind working for people, but you're tied with what you can do. I enjoy every aspect of the building trade, and active inclusion sort of got me back on the ladder, if you like. A bit of a pun really, because I wasn't sure I could do it. But yeah, and every week I had phone calls saying, how are you doing, any problems? And the background, active inclusion, never even heard of it before, never interested in anything. But for me, it just sort of came at the perfect time.
I wanted to go back to work, but there was a big step for me to go do that. So it was just eased me into it and got me into it that way. And I just found it really enjoyable. I just yeah, this is what I want to do now, and just give me the confidence to actually be able to do that and to prove to myself and prove to everyone what I can do. I've got a lot of skills, like computer skills. I've learned about new systems. I've also been more confident around other people and speaking to customers.
It was a long gap between from the last time I worked to now. It was giving that stepping stone back into work and just being able to build it up slowly. It really made a massive impact on me and getting into work again.
Monmouthshire Housing Association Active Inclusion Project has worked really well for us, and you know, I'd advise and say to any contractor out there that you'd be foolish not to get involved.
The WCVA funding has meant that we have had to work cross-departmentally with our HR function, our payroll section, our DLO and other departments, and it's really become a truly mainstreamed employability project, and Monmouthshire Housing has really embraced the employability agenda. We have taken on some individuals into MHA, so some of our departments have witnessed the benefits of taking on individuals in their teams. So I feel that this is a project that has really demonstrated the impact not only for the customers, us as a business, and as an organisation, we've truly embraced this anti-poverty approach, and it's just become mainstream, part and parcel of the business that we do here at Monmouthshire Housing.
One of the major benefits in using the Active Inclusion Project for us was really a personal one, because we're all in work, we're employed, we're worrying about our holidays, and there was a chap who has difficulty getting a job because he's got 3 children to look after by himself, and yeah, I won't lie, it made us feel good to be able to help him and to see his self-esteem improve. So it was a good feeling for us.
Active Inclusion, the people on there are fantastic, not just the people running it, but the people that I met, all sort of different works, you know, different walks of life and everything. And it was nice to meet people with a similar problem. You know, others much more serious than mine and others are less serious. But it was great just to bounce off each other, and it was a fantastic course, and I'd recommend it to anybody that's been out of work for a long time.
Oh, I think it's a really good project, and a good idea to actually get people who's been just like me, long-term unemployed, who want to work. It's just like the barriers in the way. It's just getting through them barriers and working out how to get through the barriers. And I think that's a really good way of coming through it, just doing the programme, because it covers so much in the little programme, and then having the placement at the end, it just gives you a bit more of a boost and gives you the experience, and it just tops it off really nicely. So I definitely recommend it to anyone.
It's really been a positive impact on my life and moving forward into working and being able to stay in work now.